Ollie, but just...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Deep Drop.
That was a spin out.
That was weird. Are we doing the deep drop or wind against tide?
I've been planning that all weekend. I finally got to
looked
do
at
it.
Luke going, hang on a second.
I got so confused, which isn't hard to do.
As soon as I saw we had your audio on the pedestal, I'm like, oh, this will be great.
Why not?
And I wasn't wrong.
What a great track.
No.
Thank you, Dave. That's great. That was a nice way to sort of bring us in. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So what are we doing? We're doing your podcast. So what do you want to talk about, boys?
I'll tell you what I do want to talk about. This isn't a paid ad. Your new design on apparel, Dave,
Yes.
is sensational.
Rate it.
Yeah.
I love that. And yeah, I'll pay you after
Yeah,
this.
no,
So,
when I
yeah.
say it's not a paid ad, it is a paid ad.
It is paid.
Yeah.
No.
No, well done. I like it.
Thank you very much. We're actually very low on stock now. So if anyone is cruising past and wants to grab a hoodie,
Get in
you should
quick.
grab it now because
Get in quick.
there won't be any.
Actually a paid ad. Like that's
Yeah.
it just became that.
Yeah.
But it is good. Well done.
No.
Oh, there's hoodies. I was looking at t-shirts and everything. Wow.
Yeah. So you boys have just come off the stage.
Yes.
What were you talking about? Actually, just I'll sit back. Just do your talk again. I'm ready.
No. No, well, we thought, obviously we're at the boat show, Dave, if you hadn't worked that out already, but we thought, let's do boating content.
Yep.
Let's talk.
Revolutionary.
Well, it's sometimes I just amaze myself with the ideas I come up with. No, but it was more, one of the things we do is talk about things that aren't commercially talked about or loudly spoken about. So there's all the usual things that get spoken about when it comes to boat ramp etiquette, for example. I mean, you're right across this, Dave. You spend more time at boat ramps than Adam and I do.
Yep.
Mm.
But it's not just the usual suspects that we wanted to bring up tonight. So we sort of brought to the stage some ideas around no small talk ads.
Yeah, killed it. What are your thoughts, Dave, on small talk? Because ramps are insane, especially this time of year.
And to clarify, I suppose the small talk was around, like, if Adam's launching his boat and you're there, Dave, just sort of checking it out, don't talk to him. He's got a job to do.
I get that. Yeah. I suppose it depends on how busy it is, but yeah, I think if it's like flat out peak snapper season, we need to be all moving along as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on sometimes we see people trying to reverse a boat in, they're struggling a little bit. Do you two pull your camera out and laugh at them or do you give them a hand?
No, you got to help out.
Because I can't reverse a trailer if my life depended on it. So I have sympathy.
Yeah.
And
It's got
and try and find someone else to help them because I can't.
Yeah. No, we got to help each other, Dave. It's a family friendly and mateship of an industry that we're in. We got to help each other out.
And it can be intimidating if you're not comfortable with it because you've got people who can do it with their eyes closed around you that know exactly, they're confident with the ramp, they've fished there a million times before.
Yeah.
It can be a daunting place. It really can. So a little bit of patience goes a long way.
Yeah.
I agree 100%. Yeah. I've actually a couple of times recently seen if people struggling and I thought he really needs help.
Yeah.
But is it look cocky if I go offer the help? So I sort of just walked up and said, look, mate, do you need a hand? And he was like, yeah, I'm no good at this. I was like, fair enough. I'll chuck your boat in for you
Yeah.
and have another crack when it's a bit quieter.
Well done. What a guy. What a guy. It's about the delivery. You don't walk up and go, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
I'll do it for you.
Yeah, exactly. The delivery. You can't walk up and be like, get out of the way, mate.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
What about another thing we brought up on the stage down there just before, and I'd love your thoughts on it. A lot of the ramps around Victoria have cleaning tables, so fish cleaning facilities, which is great. Not all ramps, but a lot of them do. My suggestion was to set up a bit of a kind of silence, a bit of a.
Luke's not a very social guy.
No, a bit.
It's,
Have you picked up on
it's
that?
getting a little bit out of hand.
A no talk zone, Dave. If you're there getting the fish filleted and cleaned up, you don't want old mate coming up and giving you a bit of a, where'd you catch that, mate? Or even critiquing your filleting techniques.
So you won't like mine and Joe's idea for a segment for the show. We were going to do ramp rats, where we go up and interview everyone at the boat ramp.
No, that's good.
No,
So if we
that would
approached
be
you,
funny as hell.
you'd be like, nah, piss off.
Yeah, it would be funny. But yeah, like, don't come near me, basically, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, it's gotten to the stage where I've installed a cleaning table at home, so I don't have to have those
Well played.
rather
Yeah.
painful
'Cause
conversations.
let's face it, you're over it. By the time you've got to even fillet the fish, you're over it. You've
Yeah.
been out for however many hours. You've, had the contest at the boat ramp to get the boat in and out. And
Yeah.
I think I don't mind a little bit of, nice catch, but don't sit there trying to.
In fact, I've taken it to the next level, and I don't even catch the fish, so I don't even have to fillet them at home, so I can't get harassed by anyone.
Also, to combat that, you just don't catch fish.
Yes, exactly.
Wow, that's an interesting spin on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do as well, Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Whenever I don't catch a fish, now I'm going to go, I don't want
Just
the
couldn't be
awkwardness
bothered.
of the ramp. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want the cleaning table chat, so I just purposely missed today. Yeah. Yeah. So
There's another one for you, Dave. And I don't want to hijack
I love
your
this.
podcast.
No, I love
This
this.
is Wind Against Tide.
I love this. Keep going.
Not only have we hijacked the talking points, our theme music was up the
Yeah,
top.
which
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
How long, this has come up on past episodes, came up today on the stage, how long do you wait for a mate at the ramp?
This is funny because I was going fishing. I listened to that podcast that you guys did, and I probably was only 2 days later that I was going fishing, and our good friend Joseph Fernand was coming with me.
Yeah.
And I'd organised to go fishing with him, and we're like, yep, we'll meet in the morning. Joey had a gig on because he's a sweet bass guitarist.
Yeah. Baba? Is that one of his bands?
He was doing his Baba tribute band.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, he had a gig
No,
on.
I found that important to say, but
No.
Yeah.
Right. Had to set the scene.
Yeah.
So he was doing his Baba tribute, and I'd organised with him to go out the next day. Or so I thought. Everything was sweet. It's 11:30. I went to bed, and I wake up literally about 5 a.m. to get the boat all hooked up and ready to go, thinking, yep, me and Joey are going fishing today. And I look at my phone, and there's a message saying, oh, are we still going tomorrow, Dave? Sent to me at 1 a.m. in the morning. How was I going to reply to that?
it's a fair call. So subsequently, he didn't turn up.
No, he had no confirmation, so he didn't rock up.
That's
I'm
on him, pal. That's on
I'm
him.
like, Joe, how was I supposed to answer that?
And can I just add, that wasn't insanely early that you're up either.
No.
It wasn't a 3:30
No.
a.m. ramp snapper run.
No,
Wow.
yeah. So
That's not okay, Joe.
So anyway, yeah, I suppose that links in with your question.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
it's just it does. But it's one of those ones where if Adam is coming out with you and you say it's a 6 a.m. sort of launch, and it's
And no correspondence. I haven't messaged you. I'm just not there.
and it's 6:03, how you start thinking about, oh, okay, how long am I going to give this?
If I haven't had a message, I'm giving it 15.
Oh, wow, that's very generous.
Generous?
Dave,
Yeah.
generous.
Very generous. Correspondence is key.
Yeah.
I'm giving it 15. I'm thinking I can make up that time with extra speed on the boat, and Adam can pay for the extra fuel I burn. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're gone. 15. Still
Yep.
no correspondence. Still no Adam. You're gone.
I think so,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
if you're
totally.
running late, you're at least sending a message to say, boys, I'm running a bit late.
Exactly.
So if there's nothing, I assume you've just slept in.
Yeah. Or extremely big night the night before.
Yeah, playing bass.
Playing.
Playing bass. Oh, you play bass too, Adam.
no, I don't, but I'll learn.
Very good. Well, what have you been doing, Dave? What's fishing in your world looking like at the moment?
Oh, it's few and far between. Hopefully, after this boat show's finished, we'll be back on the water. But well, exciting times. Snapper
Yeah.
season just starting to kick off.
Yes,
You guys going to get out and about?
absolutely. Looking forward to doing some. Do you know what I do love to do with snapper? And I don't do it enough. Live bait. Just cruising over some squid ground on the lead up to where you're heading and just grabbing a few into the live tank, mate, and just
Have you done much of that?
No, I haven't done much live baiting for snapper. I've tried it a few times in Western Port, but generally you pull the live bait in after an hour and it's a dead bait and it's tangled everything and it's got weed on it and it's no good.
Well, see, this is actually really good because we've discussed the live baiting thing for snapper and think it's massively underrated. But if you're going to have to deal with that all the time, it does take a lot of effort and a lot of time to get the live baits if they ain't going to last.
Do you think Western Port probably doesn't lend itself to live? Well, actually, no, that's probably not fair.
Oh, it works on kingfish.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
but having said that, though, trolling live baits, because it's a different beast. Like if you're at anchor sending a live bait down, it's probably more conducive to getting all the the rubbish that's flowing past. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. There's probably areas you could do it where there's not really good current flow, like Coronet Bay, like those mud flats, shallow waters.
Yeah.
Would probably be. In fact, I have caught a pretty good snapper up there on a live salmon,
Yeah. Oh,
so
nice.
it does work.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just think a bit of blood and guts in the water. Snapper love it. Don't you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah.
Is the effort of it worth the reward? Because I mean, you can anchor up and you can have those days where you catch as many snapper as you want on a fresh dead bait. But do you think the reward's there enough for the live bait thing? I think it's underutilized. I stand by everything I've said about live baiting for snapper.
Yeah.
But it is an effort. Like it takes a long time to get the bait at
Can do.
times.
Yeah.
Is,
Yeah.
it,
No,
is
I
it
think
worth?
so.
Do you think bigger fish are more likely to smash?
Yeah,
a
I think
salmon,
Adam's
or-
just doing it to look like a hero.
That's how we're off.
But I think that question could be raised.
Oh, Luke,
for
sorry.
Kingfish. No, Adam is looking like a hero.
Yeah.
Kingfish and marlin. The reward, and you've done more marlin fishing than Adam and I have, Dave. But the reward for you spending the time getting a live bait once you find a school of live bait is
Yeah, but
far greater.
Yeah, but I guess the point, your chances with a marlin, which I don't think is the same for snapper, your chances of actually getting a marlin to bite on a live bait
Yeah.
are 100 times better than dead bait, which I don't know if it's the same for snapper.
Yeah,
Mm.
I don't know. In my experience, it's certainly been a really good way to get a bite. But you're right. Like I haven't done enough, and there's probably not enough runs on the board for me to comment on that. But
Mm.
I reckon sending a live squid down into a patch of fit, like snapper in the area, they don't last long.
Well, I think you open yourself up to some of the sweeter bycatch as well. I mean, there's been kings in Western Port proper for the last couple of years. Once that sort of season, which does overlap with the snapper run, when you're going to see more cool things like small threshers or when
True.
sharks are obviously bronzies, killers.
Oh, we got bronze laled on a live bait fishing for kingfish last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Damn.
Yeah, very big bite. A lot of line came off the reel. I thought, geez, this probably isn't a kingfish. It's taken 200 meters of line across the top.
Yeah.
But then sure enough, bitten off. There you
We
go.
had a thresher eat our live bait last season fishing with Lee. And it was just that mouth, the small mouth. It was just saw a bit of a tail whip, and then the bait got a bite taken out of it.
No more live bait. Half a live bait?
Oh, just
Bitten off.
full live bait with
No,
jaw
did-
marks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah. When it came back in, so dead.
Yeah. After it had been.
Yeah.
Hey, I've got a question for you boys.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know it's your show, but
It's actually not.
where? Oh, isn't it? Oh, we're on the water here at the Docklands.
Yes.
And I know you two do a bit of the finesse style fishing more so than myself. What's available up here? Anything?
Oh, there's heaps of brim.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
brim everywhere. And I think
Are we going to get in trouble for saying Mulloway? Because they're a bit of a.
well, you've said
the
it. It's your
Mulloway-
problem now.
Oh,
I saw one jump out just before and wink at me.
yeah.
That happens. You got to be switched on,
Yeah.
but it happens.
The Mulloway Mafia will come and get me. But it's an amazing dewy fishery around here. No, I wouldn't say it's an easy fishery. So, how do I dig myself?
Nah,
out of
it's
this
easy,
hole?
guys. Everyone
No,
go.
you're in.
But brim,
Yeah,
for
heaps,
sure.
heaps of brim, heaps of pinkies. And I
I've
think
heard that.
that's one I've seen a fair bit on social media over the last few years. A lot of the guys that just walk around the area chucking a few soft plastics. You can actually get some really nice pinkies.
Do you remember? It was a couple of years back, maybe 3 or 4. There was masses of kingfish right up here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 'Cause
Yes.
was there footage of a dude landing one on like one of the poles, like on one of
Yeah.
those like
Yep.
squid poles and
Yeah, yeah,
whatnot?
yeah.
That's nuts.
So that
On a what? On one of the
Squid
ethnic
poles.
poles. Yeah.
which is cool, and there's no doubt that they would move up and down around here. There's
Oh,
just,
for
I think that particular time they were busting up, and it was just they were right up in the. But even if you work your way up, sort of systems like the Maribyrnong and whatever, the estuary perch fishery is really good as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, true.
Can I get in trouble for that as well?
Yeah, well, you've already said mull away. You're already dig up, Luke.
Hey, actually, while I'm thinking about it, sorry to interrupt. I had a young fella in here earlier. He showed me a photo of a 9 kilo snapper caught out of here
I don't doubt it.
this season.
Yeah. When you say here, you're talking about Docklands.
Docklands.
Yeah.
I called him a liar. He cried.
No, that's awesome. That's brilliant, and I don't doubt it. I mean, you do get, like, to your point, pinkies up here, but sometimes you get one off a boat hole that's a couple of kilos, and it's a nice fish. So, no doubt.
Yeah.
The land-based fishing for snapper over the last couple of weeks has been crazy because of the wind.
Yeah.
there's probably been more fish coming in. I've seen a lot off Mornington Pier that's been having a great run. And
I've
down
seen-
your way off Torquay.
I saw a photo of, you guys might know where it was, possibly Mordialloc or something. And it was like one of those meme photos you see with like 1,000 rods hanging off the pier.
Yeah.
But I did a double take. It turns out that was legit.
That'd be Morty for sure.
Yeah. I think that is a great one for your question from before. Reward for effort.
Yeah.
Jeez, sitting through 30, 40 knot winds in your face.
With 6,000 other fishing rods around you.
Yeah.
You want to be able to cast straight.
Ah,
Well, I've heard gnarly things from that, especially the pier fishery. You guys get down there and essentially just takes the end of the pier so no one else can get in there. Like, it's full on.
yeah. But I mean, it's cool. It's a cool opportunity for land-based fishers to get some real quality fish, like good fish.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's incredible the marine life that is living right up here in these docklands and metropolitan areas.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been fishing in the Yarra years ago, and we're right in the CBD there, and we're catching mulloway. It's a spin out,
Yeah.
and everyone's
So
walking.
you said Mulloway now. It's Dave. No, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm recovered from that.
That's all right. I'll throw you back under the bus, mate.
Well, yeah. Imagine if we talked about like Western Port perch or something, we'd really be killed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because everybody knows there's no perch in Western.
Hey, we're at the boat show.
We
We are.
certainly are.
What have you thought so far?
A few toys around.
I've thought there's plenty here that I can't afford, Dave. No, it's great. You never get tired of looking at boats, whether new or old or otherwise. But, we were looking at I've forgotten the name again. We did a thing before.
The blow up ones.
The blow up ones.
Highfield?
Yes, the ones that Michelle's
Pretty
been
cool.
running around in.
Michelle
They're pretty cool.
Brittain
Yep,
is up
they're
there,
awesome.
and she's got her red Highfield.
Yep.
They look cool.
Bar Crusher's just up the path here, which I love a Bar Crusher.
Yeah.
And I think the alloy boats around now are sensational.
Well, boats are pretty insane these days.
Yeah.
And not that they ever weren't, but you just have a look at them. There's the small boats that are getting taken offshore. They can kind of do it. And I'm no boat enthusiast. I really know nothing about them. I think even Luke, I asked you
It's a
earlier.
good place for you to come.
How
It's
do
the
you
boat
no?
show.
But like, how do you differentiate what's good?
No. But actually, that's a good point, Dave. I'd want your opinion on this and ads. The boats you mentioned that are going offshore now, the smaller boats, is that a result of the boats being better and more equipped to be able to do those sorts of things? Or is it angler or skipper confidence?
Well, I reckon it's a combination of all those things.
Right.
Fuel costs,
Yeah.
people are getting confident, boats are getting more capable.
Yeah.
I've done a bit of stunt fishing in my time, and it's amazing the weather these tiny boats can handle.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Actually,
yeah.
it's like a little jet ski.
Yeah.
The things I could do in that.
Jet skis.
The rule for jet skis, and it's pretty easy. So busy boat ramp.
Wait.
Just wait, because it's tough. Like, I think we've pretty well outgrown the facilities in Vic, and that's through no one's fault. Just how popular fishing and boating has become.
They have the ability to launch off the sand or something too. So
Exactly.
Make it happen.
Make it happen.
And also, they don't need to be launching to catch any particular bite time. We're in a hurry. They're just. I hope there's no jet ski
Yeah, I was gonna
enthusiasts out here.
Just be careful.
So they can launch and retrieve
don't
20
care.
hours of midday and
It's
1
not my
PM.
show, so it doesn't matter.
launch times. I've got a bracket.
They're only launching the boat to go spin around in circles anyway, so
Oh, geez, we're almost in that season, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
we are. So, have you noticed there's a lot of the inflatable rib boats here today? You reckon they're getting more popular?
Oh, I mean, I personally don't. I've noticed a few more sort of online or whatever. I haven't seen a hell of a lot on the water. So, but potentially, I mean, the thing that I was curious, and I didn't really get into the conversation about pros and cons. Well, not so much pros and cons, but pros against other types of boat.
Yeah, I was
What's
about
the
to ask
biggest
that. Yeah,
sort
where would you choose that over a boat?
Yeah, what's the benefit of
I
having?
mean, it
one
is
of
a
them?
boat, but you like
Stability?
say,
You've just completely cut them off from
oh
boats.
no, I need to shut up.
What are they like? In
No one cares
kayaks?
about your mullet away now because I've just offended every jet skier and inflatable boat owner. And
I
Solve
believe
a
they're
boat
a
show.
boat.
So what is it, Dave? Do you reckon? What's the benefit of having one of those?
Well, I looked at that little jet ski thing. I mean, blow up. So as long as I don't care how wet I get,
Okay,
it'll
there you
go like you can't die. it's
Never say never.
it's floaties.
That should be the new slogan, I reckon.
That was their marketing campaign.
Inflatable
Yeah.
boats. You,
You
can't,
can't
die.
No, but I think, I think the fact that there's a presence of them here, we're all starting to notice them a bit more online
Yeah.
and whatever, it means there's a reason for that. So, yeah, I mean, I'd be keen to give one a go offshore,
So would I. Yeah. I foresee an issue with gaffs.
especially after I've seen some footage of your gaff handling or unhandling.
Yeah. I did shorten a gaff.
Snapping.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. No.
What about, and this, I'm not actually being silly about this, but what about sharks? I mean, we all know that a big blue shark loves to come and chew on a transom or a propeller of the boat. If they sink their teeth into one of them, she's all over.
Well, I can probably answer that.
Oh, okay.
Because I asked not really a similar question, but all the what are they called, the floats on the side,
Pontoons?
The-
Or the,
Are they
There's-
sponsons?
the
Do we
sponsors,
need
oh,
a?
you mean the
floaty bits.
separate sort of,
the bits that can
wow,
pop?
we're doing a bad job at this
Yeah.
at the boat show.
bits that can pop.
Yeah, okay.
They're segmented, so
Yeah,
you
right.
can't.
Oh, so if
If it just say a blue come up and chewed on the back quarter panel,
Yeah.
it's just that.
yeah, but surely that you've got to call it Thompson head in.
Oh yeah, no, you
Yeah.
wouldn't put in a full.
But that would be, and that's not a. I can keep going.
Okay, look, it's just a shark attached to the side of the boat. I think we're still good to go here, boys.
Look, don't be a pussy.
Do you-
Finish the drift.
We're getting fish.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a real thing that you'd have to think about, though.
Hey,
Because it's not like, I'm not just saying sharks would
I'd-
just come
I'd-
up and maul them, but blue sharks do.
For the sake, I'd love to see easy
I like.
put gaff through one.
Yeah.
Just not just for the actual
Like,
like
a
how
test.
durable
Yeah.
are they? Yeah.
Oh, you'd sink one in pretty easy, I reckon.
You reckon?
I reckon if you went at it with the force of putting a gaff into a bluefin's gill plate, it would go straight through.
Hey,
There's
look,
only one way
I'm
to
just.
find
Oh,
out.
you don't reckon?
Yeah,
Maybe
there's
not.
only one way
No,
to
I might
find
be
out.
wrong. Let's.
Let's get a gaff.
Can we get the?
Michelle,
Why just like the blue shark, like the most floppy, useless shark of all of them? What? Not a great white?
No, but I think
because if it's a great white, you're dead.
floppy, floppy.
They're floppy.
useless.
Have you
No,
ever
no,
seen
they
they're
are.
floppy?
They are. They're weird. But no, I just talk about them because I've often had experiences where it's them that come up and start chewing on you. I mean,
They're floppy, but they're aggressive.
They're floppy, but they just chew stuff.
Yeah.
They're like
Like a puppy.
well, yeah. Isn't that? Yeah, blue dog.
Blue dynamite. Oh no, it's Mako's.
Mako.
Yeah. But I mean, if one of them chewed on it,
Imagine one jumped and landed in it.
or did you? There's sort of some footage kicking around recently of luckily a big, like it was a game boat, and a Mako jumped straight into it.
I'd,
Yeah.
get,
Size fish, too.
I'd get out so quick.
Well, the guys they would probably never have moved faster in their life. They were up on the gunnels and in the fly bridge so quick.
I'd use some Muay Thai skills and go a chokehold.
Oh, I've got to
Yeah.
see this.
Let's do
Have you ever had that happen? A shark end up in the boat?
Not in it. I've had them attack the back of the boat, and one time, God knows why, we were floating about off Cape Shank at 3 a.m. in the morning.
As you do.
Had a shark bait out. Mako shark ate the bait, and it was no moon. I couldn't see anything, but I felt the spray of the water land on my face as it landed back into the ocean after about a 200 kilo Mako shark.
Yeah, no. Because then, I mean, obviously you probably want to keep them, but it's like that challenge of what do I do? It's on the deck.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm big on releasing the bigger Makos, so
So good
but
luck.
I know that
doing
does.
that.
Yeah. It's a bit of an issue. I think if you talk to them nicely and just coerce them back over the edge,
It's all about respect. I like it. This is why he's such a nice guy.
It's in the delivery again.
Yeah.
Talking about the delivery. Just
it is.
ask nicely. Yes, David. I will swim back down there.
Yes, exactly.
After taking one of
And you
your
know what?
legs.
Here's your hook back. Here it is.
I'm not even. I don't even have a grudge.
I had a mate put one of those Makos in his boat without properly dispatching it, and he was wearing these tracksuit pants, and he showed me later on there was a perfect Mako shark bite mark, like mouth-shaped bite out of his tracksuit pants, out of the leg.
Wait.
But his body was okay, so it bit his pants
Oh,
and was that close to taking a chunk out of his leg.
That might have been. That would have been other things in his pants as well. I reckon.
Yeah, I'd say so.
That was the code brown.
A little bit silly. A little bit silly. Hey, we've got a giveaway
Oh, good.
Here.
Thank you.
sitting right in front of you guys. We've been given this lure, this beautiful lure. Hold that up to
Talk
the
to it,
camera
Ads.
for us,
Talk
Adam.
to it, Ads.
which one
It's
am I
a
holding up?
Bass Strait,
Oh.
This one?
Bass Strait, 10-inch cut face Paris barrel killing machine of a lure,
Wow, that's
and I've got it
Emotional
to give
language.
away to someone here today. Now, I thought we've got some people out here listening to us.
yeah.
Is there something we can make them do in order to earn a free lure?
Are you asking us? Or
Yeah, well, it's your show.
Subscribe. Deep Drop. Follow the Deep Drop on Spotify and show us.
If someone wants to come up to our stall right now that we're broadcasting
Instagram.
from and yell out, "I love the Deep Drop," I will give you a tuna lure.
Oh,
Have we got any takers? No takers.
No one's willing to love.
Nobody
the Deep
wants a
Drop.
free tuna lure.
I don't, that's it. Oh,
How are we?
yeah,
everyone?
there you go.
Oh, the young fella.
Come on, Ads. Oh,
Okay,
Come
come
on
on,
in.
mate. Come get your lure.
what's your name, mate?
what's your name, mate?
Reese.
Well done, mate.
Reese was alert, and Jonah's going to get a photo of Reese with his new lure. We're going to put it up on the socials.
There you go, mate.
Hold it up.
Cracker.
Where are you going? Where are you going to go use that, Reese?
That's good here in the Docklands, Reese. Give that a,
Yeah.
give that a go.
Do you like tuna fishing? Have you been tuna fishing? No. You
There
will
you
want to
go.
Oh, you will
absolutely.
now.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Uh,
You're set for action now, and that is a big fish catcher, Dave.
That's a big fish catcher. That is. It will be now that Reese has it anyway.
Absolutely.
If I bought that, no good.
No,
But Reese has it.
good.
Good on you, Reese.
Thanks,
You're a legend,
mate.
mate.
Oh, it's a great question.
How can you listen to this podcast? Well, you're listening to it right now. But if you wanted to listen to any other episodes, mate, you want to go on our YouTube channel, Wind Against Tide, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and these two other gentlemen across from me also have a little show called The Deep Drop, so you can follow them as well.
There you go.
Good on you,
Thanks,
mate. Well done.
Good. Little show. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, thank God Reese was there.
Well done, Reese. That's is that one of your sort of? Have you used that one, Dave?
Not that one specifically, no. Yeah, that's one for sale.
I think we asked you this when we spoke to you on our podcast recently.
Hmm.
What is your go-to tuna lure?
Oh, mate, that's a hard question. If I had to only run one,
Yeah.
it is it's a 10-inch cut face in Blue Dog, which is a pilchard color.
Okay.
Not fast on brand, really. They all seem to work, but
Yeah, good one.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So there you go. Well done, Reese. Just goes to show it pays to be listening as you're wandering around here at the boat show. So
And just start yelling out things about how good podcasts are.
Yeah.
Pays
Yeah.
off.
What's caught your eye, Dave, at the boat show
Yeah,
the last
what's-
few days?
what's on
You've
the
been
boat on the
here
wish
I've
list?
been trapped here like a jail. Any time I've
True.
looked at any boats is when we're trying to find somewhere to drink a beer at night.
Right.
Yeah. And by the way, you got to be careful because down there along the foreshore, there's like a bicycle lane. Nearly got killed last night. And those little electric bikes, you don't hear them coming.
Yes, that's true.
It's quite frightening. So be on your toes, everyone.
Yeah. Well played. Bicycles, jet skis.
How many of those scooters do you reckon have just been ghosted off the edge?
Oh, heaps. Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't there a thing about that?
The line bikes and scooters. Is ghosties. Oh, ghosties. That's so good. That's takes me back.
If we were to live scope out here, how many Lime scooter thingies do you think we'd find?
I don't know whether live scope's got the power to cut through the cannon water.
There's too much interference.
Don't worry about the Mulloway. Well, the Mulloway might be down there having a ride.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Have you thought about live scope for yourself, Dave?
I
Is this
have,
something
but
this is Adam's wheelhouse, by the way, as in passionate about this technology. Never used it, but
No.
passionate about this
I,
technology.
I can think of so many applications I'd love to use it for,
Yeah.
but I
Name
can't think
three.
of any. Oh, crap. All right. Mulloway and Westernport. Love to do that.
Yeah.
Snapper.
Yes.
And, three. This is really hard now.
Kingfish.
Kingfish. No, yeah.
Yeah, seriously though.
Well, perch, brim,
Yeah.
and
Well, cod's been a huge
Oh, yeah,
one
cod,
where
yeah.
it's got a-
that's the main one.
Well, the freshwater market is kind of where it's at the moment, only because of, and I know guys are doing it in the salt, but as far as what we've seen from a marketing perspective, it's all about cod, barra. But mate, the next wave has to be the saltwater piece.
Do you reckon that's maybe where the next evolution of it is? You know how at the moment it's mounted to a pole?
Yep.
Say for a bigger boat, whether it be an offshore boat, it can be sort of electronically mounted. So you're essentially have got a
You need
pod
to
up.
move it, don't
No,
you?
that's what I mean.
Oh,
Like with like a joystick.
Yes.
because
Don't tell everyone.
because the boom's an issue.
Can we patent
Good
this?
product.
There we go.
Done. We're set for
All
our
right,
lives.
that'll do us for tonight.
Well, I'm glad I ruined that for everybody.
Yeah, no, 100%. Because for those of us with cab boats, it's a bit hard to run the old live scope unless you're running off the back of the transom or something. But I think
Well, you see the Yamaha Helmmaster joystick control.
Yeah,
So why not?
it's got to be. It makes sense that
Do
it would.
Do you think? And I know we always think locally, and that's fair enough. That's what we're from and what our podcasts are usually about. But
I can't afford to travel, so I'm stuck
No.
here.
but thinking about some of the fishing far north Queensland on the reefs, chasing reds and trout and whatever, do you think it could come into play there?
I've never been. You'll have to tell me.
Yeah, okay. All right, guys, I'm heading up north.
It's interesting because it seems to come into its own where you're specifically looking for one thing.
Yeah. True.
I reckon where we're
I'm being greedy.
going to see the huge is how they're reacting to lures, and I think that's what the cod fishermen
Yep.
are doing. They know when it's time to change a lure. You can essentially cast 6 different lures at one fish, knowing what's getting a reaction and what's not.
Yep.
So it's kind of accelerating the learning a little bit if you're willing to let it do it rather than
Yeah.
just find fish, cast lure.
I'll tell you what would be awesome is if you've got a fishery that it's unknown and you just want to know that something is there to give you the confidence to keep going.
Yeah.
Somewhere like Western Port Mulloway, if I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah. Totally.
You just don't know sometimes if you're just wasting your time. But if you can scope them and you know they're there, it gives you the confidence to keep going.
Yeah.
Does anyone target those Western Port Mulloway with lures? Because I think, to your point, Ads, the lure fishery is really going to benefit from this. We'll see reactions. We'll see any sort of reaction from the fish on particular lure.
Can we do it? It sounds fun.
What would
Yeah,
be more frustrating? Having you in the best possible position with your fresh baits out for a mulloway, or watching the mulloway on a screen not eat anything.
Ooh. I'll tell you what it would be good for. You could see all the banjo sharks and stingrays and undesirables approaching your bait and just
Can you
reef
lift
it
the
away.
bait?
Just start burning baits back in.
Hold the bait right under. Okay, we're safe.
That'd be absolutely perfect for that. I bet they didn't think about that when they designed that technology, but that's a good bonus. Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I think there's heaps to go in that space.
Yeah.
Hey, someone on the live chat's called us sooks for not sharing cleaning tables with people.
We're going to get some kickback with that, no doubt.
Yeah.
It's not us. It's not about sharing.
No.
It's about the people that aren't there.
Who's
That
enforcing
didn't catch
this?
anything.
Who's it? I've written a one-pager to. Who I don't know. Yeah,
Fisheries?
Fisheries,
sure,
yeah,
why not?
They're bored.
They're the ones that said, well, they're very busy at the moment organising Carpathon 24.
Yeah.
We haven't spoken about that for a while.
I've heard whispers.
Mate, watch this space.
I've been collecting my cans of corn at the ready. I'm ready to go.
Good.
Yeah.
Well done.
We're going to be live scoping them, so don't worry about that.
Hey, I've got another. Can I throw something to you? Because it was only last week in an episode Ads that we spoke about something that I reckon Dave could be all over. Marlin Grand Slam. Have you done it?
No.
Well,
Lift.
if you go, be better.
You obviously think I'm a lot better at fishing than I am.
What about as far apart, not in the same day, but just have you caught all the marlin species?
No, I've done blacks and stripes
Okay,
and nearly got a sailfish once.
right. Is sailfish in the
Ooh.
Marlin Grand
So
Slam?
is the Marlin Grand Slam thing
billfish.
catching those
Billfish.
species in a day?
So it's a
or is
billfish
it-
Grand Slam.
It's in a day, yeah?
I think it's in a day, yeah.
All right. So anyway, well, I was thinking, why stop there? This is our
Yeah.
whole premise of the conversation in last week's episode. We have so many different variants of what could be a slam, and one was spoken about straight off the bat. And we did say that we probably don't have to limit it to the same day. I think it could just be a good challenge for anyone at any level of angling, but like a tuna slam. If we're talking about not in the same day, just over your career, you would have probably done the tuna slam. Or
Over a career. Oh, what species are we
southern
talking?
bluefin tick, yellowfin,
Yep.
longtail, or northern?
No.
Oh, so you okay?
Oh, no. I have casted them, but I haven't caught them. Does that count? What about sighting them? Does that
Seen
count?
them.
That counts. I've caught every fish ever. No, and did we throw albacore in there? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, we had
caught
albacore. Yeah, we had
in
albacore.
there, so- Okay,
Yeah.
so but I mean, it opened up a massive can of worms to our listeners as well, and we heard heaps of feedback on social media and various things, and there was some great suggestions.
Yeah, we
Even
had-
things like a flatty slam.
Yeah, the Flatty Slam, the Western Port Slam.
What's in the flatty slam?
Or
A
just
sand,
a-
a sand, a dusky, a
Yeah.
tiger.
Yeah,
Mm. What about
and a Rocky is the kicker.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Bonus points.
Ooh.
Yeah, go. Hit us with one. What have you got?
Well,
so I
I
thought
like
you
the
had
Oki. No. Sorry, that's all right. But I did like the Oki squid cuttlefish
Yeah,
one.
that was that's a cool one.
Yeah, I've done the squid cuttlefish many times, but
Yeah.
then how do you switch up your technique to target the Okis?
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Don't you put like a trap thing down for
Yeah,
those?
like a tube, like if you leave it
'cause they
tube,
just
like a PVC
get
tube.
in there.
they'll-
Actually, I wish I had another mic because my Joni here,
Yeah.
he fishes Eaglehawk Neck in Tasmania.
Yeah.
He catches these giant octopus, and you know what he does?
What?
There's like this peninsula where on a high tide the octopi come up and they try and cross over it. And he basically ambushes them there with a gaff like a madman.
With a gaff.
And
What,
just-
free swimming octopus
Just
sticks a
grabs them.
gaff.
Just grabs them. They're
Ball
massive
sticker
too.
and a treble.
Yeah,
That's sensational.
Yep. They're just trying to walk across this peninsula thing, and he's there waiting.
Yeah.
That's
wow.
pretty cool.
That's
That'd be
not
pretty cool.
bad.
to see.
Pickles them up.
Oh,
Have you ever had pickled octopus?
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
It's all right.
delicious.
What's the best eating cephalopod?
gotta
Ooh,
be
cuttlefish is really nice.
So
But I
don't reckon I've eaten it.
Have a bit of a non-keep policy on them these days.
Look at that photo. Jonas is holding up.
Oh, well, give it to me. I'll show the camera.
They're not small rockies, right?
There's a
Are
there's
they
a man
intimidating?
next.
Oh yeah, there is.
I
There's
should-
a person laying down.
There we go.
Who's being killed by an octopus?
Yes, yes, it looks that way. It's a body. You can
Wow.
see that one on the live feed there.
Yeah,
Incredible.
not bad.
Yeah.
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 I haven't eaten cuttlefish. No, it's obviously calamari and octopus. I have.
Cuttlefish ink everywhere. They've got. You just could not believe how much ink they have in them.
Endless supply.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. I had a mate catch one. It was no joke, about 5-6 kilo on my boat one time. He goes, I want to get a photo of it. I said, oh, yeah, no worries, mate. But just don't, let it ink anywhere. And he's holding this thing up for his photo and ink's just pouring everywhere, all over the floor of the boat. He spent the next hour cleaning the boat. I wasn't happy.
And it's not easy to clean.
Nah,
Nah.
it's thick.
No.
Yuck. 5 or 6 kilo.
It was massive.
It's a banger.
Jeez.
I'll have to get a photo for you.
Yeah.
And it's-
Offshore,
Right.
50 meters of water. Yeah.
No wonder it was so big.
Yeah.
Yeah. there is the noxious slam.
Oh, the noxious slam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carp.
Carp.
Redfin.
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 We had Marin.
Yeah.
Oh no, that might have been in the crustacean slam.
Marin.
Oh, well, they crossed over.
Yeah,
You can do
yeah.
both.
A Marin noxious.
Yeah, they're not native.
Like in WA, is that
Yeah.
what
Well,
you're
then look, because Devil Bender's supposed to be littered with them.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
why I said it. Because I'm not going to WA to get them.
No.
I got told you're not allowed to mention Devil Bend as well today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We're in
that-
a lot of
that's
trouble.
secret.
I've never been there. I don't know what you're talking about. It's not a great fishery.
The big estuary perch are eating the Marin.
The big estuary perch aren't there, and they don't hit surface lures like
Yeah.
you wouldn't believe.
I'm using Marin imitations there.
Yeah.
You know what I love? People are starting to use swim baits for perch.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
And
because you're in the tackle
oversized,
industry.
not- Yeah.
Yes. Also, yeah, we like it when they lose tackle.
Oh,
Yeah.
you'd love my casting.
Yeah. I used to work with someone who would cast lures off every time he cast, just about.
Oh, his initials Jared. I mean,
Oh, Jezza.
yeah.
Loved casting off a lure.
He's actually keeping me in business at the moment.
Yeah.
Salter's just casting
He's
spinners off.
trout fishing almost exclusively, and Adam's just like weekly orders.
Yep.
No worries. Well done. Anyway, so slams. I think there's
There's room to
We-
there's room to create a few Victorian slams.
I reckon there's an app in that. A
Yeah.
development of a slam app,
Yep.
with just all different, nationwide.
I'm really enjoying your show, guys. I'm just.
Guys, we've just got to patent that one. Jeez, I don't know. We're not with you, Dave. The idea's just
I
flowing.
love it. I love it. And we're going to talk about these at a later date. We're going to do another live show, guys, because these ideas
Sure.
will come to fruition by that stage. So
Okay, good.
we'll get to work on that one.
Yep.
But what else are you looking forward to at the boat show, boys? Just to wrap up, what are you going to look at?
I think again, it's like the technology part of it that we've spoken about is always exciting. It's good to see some familiar faces kicking around with all the boat brands, and
It's a who's who.
it is. It's a big event. Actually, I must admit, I didn't get down here last year at all. So seeing it this year, I think similar format, I'm led to believe. But great that it's out on
Yeah,
the water.
it's a pretty cool backdrop that it's got it
And-
out here.
In fairness, it's always a gamble in Melbourne doing anything outdoors. So,
Imagine if this was last weekend.
well, yeah, exactly. I think there was hail thrown in the mix, but I think apart from the bit of wind today, it's a stunning day.
Beautiful.
Awesome to get around, and I always liken this time of year just to the excitement of getting out on the water regularly, and whether you're fishing or jet skiing or whatever you're into, get amongst it.
Well,
I
it's
love it.
Melbourne Cup next weekend, am I right?
Yes.
And generally that
Tuesday.
signals the go time for snapper season.
Yeah,
So
yeah, we like to convince ourselves that it's AFL Grand Final, but you're right.
Yeah.
Cup weekend.
so
really
boat
starts
show, Cup weekend, then
Into
it's 6,000 boats at Karen Boat Ramp,
Yep. 18
headlights
meters.
on,
You can
blinding
walk,
everyone as they launch.
You can walk the 18-meter line from Karen to Morty Alley.
Doesn't sound that appealing when
I-
you say it
we-
that way.
And this is again a throwback to a Deep Drop episode. Surely, Dave, there's a market for a bait / coffee / food and drink boat.
Yes.
That's another app.
Yeah.
Jesus, is there any web developers here?
Also, if you're doing that, you can then have one of those like GPS mark websites, the ones that subscription.
Oh yeah,
Because you're
changers.
just going around,
game changer.
everyone that orders coffee, you go, you caught some, mate? Yeah, mate. All right. Ping,
Ping.
got your mark. Beautiful. No
That's not
worries.
bad. But like, imagine the business you get out there with a little, maybe it's a little Highfield.
Our little rubber, our rubber
Yeah,
ducky.
there you go.
Hey, they've got to give us a boat. We've talked about them this
Yeah.
whole podcast.
I didn't want to say anything, guys, but I've actually got one. They've just given me one. They
There's
only
one
had
wheels up to the stall here.
They only had one. I accepted it. Anyway, so that's
Oh,
my
I'm sure you'll take us out.
business venture. Well, you can make the coffees. Well, I take them out to everyone.
Well,
I
I'm-
make a
I'm
man
in.
coffee.
Yeah.
I make a man coffee even in 30 knot winds and 2 meter swells, and it's burning me and splashing everywhere. I'll still froth it. Beautiful.
Well, I'm in because I heard you can't die in it.
You can't die. I didn't consider coffee burns.
yeah, that could be a part of it. Yeah,
I love
plenty to be excited about, Dave. It's a great time of year, and there's just saying so many. I mean, it's a massive turnout, right? Like,
We were here last year and it was really good.
Yeah.
First boat show back after COVID.
yeah,
But it's gone up, I'd say, about another 25% this year.
Nice.
It's been epic.
Brilliant.
It's been great to see everyone out and about. The weather's been good. So,
awesome.
all right, lads, let's wrap this podcast up. Anyone who's still cruising by at the boat show here, we've still got some hoodies and some great tackle on display if you want to come down and see us.
That green hoodie, that olive green, I'm going to call it, with the
Army
fish,
green, I believe it's called.
well, whatever, fishtail design. Get amongst it, people, if you're listening and you're around the area, because it is a banger.
We're calling
reckon-
that one the Big Three.
Yeah, that should be the wind against tide slam.
It is.
Oh, it's the Wind Against Tide Slam.
Slam.
That's the
So that-
Melbourne Slam.
Yep.
That slam is now part of it. The
Yeah.
Wind Against Tide Slam.
You could go out there and do that in the
could.
next couple of months.
So we're talking about anyone just listening.
Oh, yeah. So
Tuna, kingfish.
they can see them behind you.
Snapper.
Oh, okay, cool. And
Yeah.
snapper.
That could legitimately be done in
Good.
a day.
That's a massive day.
I like it.
Can we
What a
do it?
day.
Yeah,
Can we
let's
do it?
put it out there.
I mean, we can't do it. We don't have the skills, but can we try?
Can
Yeah.
we collectively organise the Wind Against Tide deep drop trip to do the Wind Against Tide Slam?
Let's do it.
Oh, I'm in.
Yeah, I mean,
All right,
I'm so
boys.
excited.
We'll
Thanks,
wrap
Dave.
this up and go and do some planning. Eh?
Yeah.
Like-
Thank you, Dave. Thank you, everyone.
no worries, boys. I might play us out with my own outro, if that's all right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. See you, everyone. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time. Good night.